Hi, I am Chinelo Tonu. I am the founder of My First Meals Nigeria. At My First Meals Nigeria, we help moms transition their babies from breastfeeding to complementary foods easily. So, today I want to share with you my 5 tips to making meals that everyone can eat at a meal time. You see, sometimes we might be faced with a child who is having difficulties transitioning. Yes, I say difficulties because the word, if I say picky, the word picky has been misused, misappropriated, because we tend to use it where it's not necessary. So, we might be having children or a child or kids who are finding it difficult to transition, or even those who are at the real picky eating stage. And oftentimes we are faced with guilt, like if I don't make what the kids like, they will not eat, or if I don't make my daughter refused to eat what I served, so I had to make her something else to eat so that she wouldn't starve. And then this can be frustrating because the idea of going to giving this and the child refuses and giving that again, most times they refuse it again. And you see, the idea of trying to please your kids or the family most times don't work, because the more you aim to please, the more demanding they become. Yes, you are giving in to their demands. So for the kids, it might even be a game to them, or they say it as play most times. So it's easier to make that one meal that you know that everybody can eat, and then when you know you have done the right thing, it is left to them for them, or it's left for them to choose to eat. And this is where the vision of responsibility comes in. So my number one tip will be one, your game plan. What is your food game plan for your house? Do you even have one? You have to have a game plan for you to effectively, or for even your meal planning to work. Assuming you have something on the plan, on your meal plan, and you don't have the ingredients at home, how do you want to cook? Right? Do you have what you need? Do you have the ingredients you need in your refrigerator? Do you have them in your cupboard? What is in your kitchen? This is part of your game plan. You need to have an organized food system. Making a balanced meal is easier when all the ingredients are at home. I was happy to see a post yesterday on Dr. Min's page. She said her sister sent her a recipe video, and she had all the ingredients at home, so she was able to make it, and she posted it up. I also commented that I would have made same, but I didn't have chicken at home. So you see, it's easier when you have your ingredients at home. It can help you to quickly come up with something, or even tweak up anything you want to. Then secondly, my second tip is offer the basic food groups. Now the food groups, a balanced diet or a healthy food is all about food groups. And what are these food groups we are talking about? Protein, grains, fruit, vegetables, dairy. These 5 things make up the food group. Now, out of this food group, I am very sure there must be things that your kids love to eat, and there must be things. We all have food preferences. Let's face it. I don't see why it's different for children, even not to talk about those who are still learning to adapt to eating. So, out of these 5 food groups, there must be some, or there are many that your children like to eat or would like to eat. Offer these basic food groups. You can choose to offer 3 at a meal, and then make up with the 2 in the snacks. But the most important thing is to be sure that in the course of a whole day, you would have offered something from these food groups. And if your child is allergic or have allergies to some of the things in the food groups, you can learn to swap ingredients that are also on this food group, but he or she is not allergic to. My third tip will be double up on the nutritious foods. At each point in time in a child's life, this is basic. There are some points that some nutrients are in higher demand than the other times. Why? This is because their bodies require at different points of growth. The body requires different nutrients at the growth stage. That is why they say during during the 6 to 12 months old, a child needs more iron, more protein. Why? What is the work of protein? It helps in cell formation and differentiation and all the rest. So at each point in their growth phase, they will need more of some different nutrients. And that is what you see them manifest. That is what you see them ask more of. So if you have a starch lover, maybe at that point in time, that is what the body is demanding of it, and that is what the child will be demanding more of. Try and find a way to make it more nutritious. Instead of offering just carbohydrates, some carbohydrates that are not really enriched, or even tending towards processed foods, carbohydrates, why don't you do more of whole grain foods? Instead of just offering, if your child is asking more of, if you have a child who likes fruits, you can offer 2 types of fruits, maybe like apple and mango. I'm just using those that are in season right now, but you can just pair up and offer more nutritious food. And you can also find a way to pack more nutrients into a particular food. Then fourth tip I will share with you is keep it simple. You don't have to do one deep or serious cooking for you to have offered something nutritious to your family. Something as simple as maybe like carrots and peanut butter is okay. Something as simple as making a dip to go along with, maybe like if your child wants yam, fried yam, baked yam, grilled yam, whatever it is, you can make a dip alongside, maybe like with baked beans, some sardines or something. There's something I usually do with my younger child, my 5-year-old. He loves yam, that's why I'm restricting with yam. So he will ask for yam and ketchup. Sometimes I go the extra mile. I make like this shawarma sauce. Is it shawarma? Yes, shawarma. Shawarma sauce. I mix the ketchup with mayonnaise. I add some pepper. I mash some baked beans in. Or anything that comes. I add spices. There are some spices that he will accept. There are some that he doesn't. I love spices a lot, so I add some. And by the time I finish mixing up, and I drizzle it all along the yam, you will see that he would have offered some of the things. If it is not offering him the protein and this, it's offering up on the antioxidants and the minerals. So keep it simple at each point in time to minimize stress for you. Then the 5th tip I want to share is eating together. Eating together. Thankfully now the pandemic has given us an avenue for everyone to stay at home, or most families to still be at home. So you can try family style meals. If you have the dining, everybody eat at a particular time, right? At this time, this is the time they learn some family traditions. They even see you. Children learn by watching. They copy a lot. if they see you eating those foods,